Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers connect on rescinded trade, it felt like a movie. Speaking to reporters after Wednesday's loss to Utah for the first time since he was traded from the Lakers to the Hornets and then sent back to the Lakers when they decided to void the deal, Dalton Knecht said it was a crazy few days, according to Dave McMenamin of ESPN. It felt like a movie, the rookie forward said. According to Knecht, he was called into Rob Pelinka's office last Wednesday, a day before the trade deadline, and was informed by the Lakers' general manager that he was being sent to Charlotte along with Cam Reddish and draft assets in exchange for Mark Williams. It was hard, Knecht said. I got drafted here, so LA means a lot. Knecht initially flew from Los Angeles to Charlotte last Thursday and reported to his new team before flying to Detroit on Saturday ahead of the Hornets game versus the Pistons on Sunday. While he was in Detroit, he heard from Pelinka again and learned that the deal had fallen through due to concerns about Williams' physical. Knecht flew back to LA on Sunday and met up with Pelinka and head coach J.J. Redick on Monday. Rob called me and said, "You're coming back," the 23-year-old said. I was just excited to go out there and hoop, no matter where I was going. I just want to go hoop. I told that to JJ and Rob. I get it's a business, so at the end of the day, I told them, let's just go play basketball. Knecht made the transition back to his former team smoothly enough, returning to the rotation on Wednesday and scoring 10 points while going 3 of 7 on three-pointers. Williams, meanwhile, wasn't active for Charlotte's games on Sunday, Monday, or Wednesday, having been listed on the injury report as not with team. Reddish was inactive on Monday and Wednesday for the Lakers for personal reasons following the birth of his child, Twitter link via Dan Woik of the Los Angeles Times. The Hornets have reportedly been in touch with the NBA to inquire about disputing the Lakers' assessment of Williams' health. The league's rules give teams autonomy to make their own decisions on physicals, so the idea of reversing the trade again figures to be a non-starter, but Knecht told reporters on Wednesday he has no clue how Charlotte's challenge could play out. J.J. Redick discusses Lakers losing sight of the details and loss to Jazz. With the Lakers on the cusp of the All-Star break, they still had one more game left to play. So, they headed to Utah and got blown out against the Jazz, losing 131-119 on Wednesday night. While a defeat to a team with only 13 wins is disappointing, the context does help one understand how it happened. This was the second game in a row where the Lakers were playing the Jazz, a break was awaiting them and there were key rotation players like Gabe Vincent and Dorian Finney-Smith out. Jackson Hayes also exited early due to a facial contusion he suffered mid-game. Despite all the excuses available to the Lakers, head coach J.J. Redick didn't want to use them. Instead, during his post-game ability, he talked about how the team had just lost sight of everything it takes to win NBA games. Our guys, the spirit and all that stuff has been great, Redick said. I thought we were locked in. I think the more human nature element is playing the same team twice in a row and feeling like it might be easy because we just beat them and we're 3-0 against them. I think our preparation was there, I think our guys' preparation was there. Sometimes, you just momentarily can lose sight of the things required to earn a victory. I thought defensively, to start the game, Markkanen could just move wherever he wanted to move. We weren't physical, we didn't talk. Never really got to a place in the game where we were talking and executing the off-ball curl switch rules. You give a team confidence, you let them be comfortable and this is what happens. That's the NBA. Redick certainly had an understandable approach to this defeat. While fans don't want the context for losses, it does matter. Beating the same team in back-to-back games is hard, even when that team is in a tanking season. Prior to this loss, the Lakers had been in top form. They won 9 of their last 10 and are currently 5th in the Western Conference. If a loss to the Jazz right before All-Star is the worst thing that's happened to the Lakers recently, that's something Lakers fans can probably live with. Hopefully, rest will do the Lakers some good, and this defeat can be a reminder that if you don't take care of all phases of a game, you can lose to anyone, yes, even the Jazz. This season has been unlike any other for Luka Donic. Due to a left calf strain, he has already missed more games than at any other time in his career. Then there's the fact that he was traded to the Lakers, and his previous team, the Dallas Mavericks, have repeatedly taken shots at him, questioning his ability to be the main guy as part of a championship franchise. He's since played a pair of games as a Laker and has seen the duality of this team, beating Utah easily at home and then getting destroyed on the road against the Jazz in the following game. With those games over, we've reached the All-Star break. Since Luka was not named an All-Star, he has no basketball obligations this weekend. After the loss in Utah, he discussed what he's looking forward to during this momentary pause in NBA action. "Approaching this break, so we got to rest," Doncic said. "For me, I think it's more mental rest than anything else, but I still got to work. So, I'm excited about this break and I can't wait to go back to play." The mental aspect often gets ignored in sports, but Doncic acknowledges its importance here. He's been through a lot regarding this trade, and while he's a superstar athlete, he's also a human like the rest of us. It must have been a whirlwind of emotions to find out he was moved, answer questions about why Dallas didn't want him, and continue rehab on his calf. Add in a couple of highly anticipated games that were being watched by millions of people, and it's understandable he's looking forward to a quiet weekend before the mad dash to the end of the regular season begins. Even in his comments here, Luka is aware he has to keep working. Calf injuries can be easily agitated, and he's still on a minutes restriction, so he has some work to do so he can be fully available for this team. If Luka is healthy, up to speed with the playbook, and builds chemistry with his teammates, the Lakers are primed for a successful playoff run. With Luka in charge, the Lakers' offense can reach new heights. However, he has to be healthy to do that, so let's hope he finds the mental and physical rest he needs so that Luka magic will still exist come June. Lakers rumors: LA considered ex-New York center in a trade. The Los Angeles Lakers considered adding 6 feet 10 inches center Jericho Sims before he was traded from New York to Milwaukee in exchange for DeLon Wright, as part of the deal that sent Kyle Kuzma to the Bucks for Chris Middleton, according to ESPN's Dave McMenamin. Sims would have fit into the stuff around the margins category that Lakers GM Rob Pelinka mentioned during Luka Donic's introductory news conference, per the same report. Recently, the Lakers signed Alex Len as a center after their trade for Mark Williams with the Charlotte Hornets was rescinded due to Williams failing his physical. Looking back, the Sims trade might have been a better move for the LA Lakers in terms of his age, since Len is a 31-year-old veteran. Sims, 26, was selected 58th overall in the 2021 NBA draft by New York and has averaged 1.6 points and 3.3 rebounds per game this season. And you, fan? What do you think of Jericho Sims' situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.